Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on my Patreon page, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. They mean the world to me. If you're interested in supporting the channel in that way, you can go to patreon.com and choose a subscription level. Over there, you get the daily forecast a day early so that you can prepare for the energies that might be at play. There's also special readings that are available only over on Patreon every month, depending on the level that you choose. If you're interested in a private reading, you can always message me at the Facebook business page, and I can answer any questions in regards to that. They're pretty easy. You pay via PayPal, and then we set up a time to meet either over Facebook video or Messenger. You can do it via the phone or with a video camera. It all is dependent. Or I can do it through Zoom. There's options. This is a broad spectrum reading for the greater collective. Therefore, I will speak in more broader terms. You have to figure out sort of where what I'm saying fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's completely fine. You might be working on something completely different than what this reading is, stating. You just might be not, doing the same thing that the majority of the people that may come across this video would be doing at this time. So it doesn't mean anything's wrong or broken. It just means that you're maybe on a different path. But, on my channel, I have a ton of different readings. You can just randomly pick a date and look at that reading. The reading is timeless in the sense that it is for the highest good of the greater collective. Therefore, it's meant for you to see it when you see it. So if it shows up in your feed on a date that's not the date listed, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't need to watch it. You may watch it and glean some sort of support or validation out of the message, because that's where you're at. I do believe that our own higher self, our higher power, or God, as you may call him, or your spirit guides have ways of finding messages and getting them to you when you need them. So be open to all of that. Look for the synchronicities and all of that rather than the differences. So today's reading is for the 20th, Wednesday the 20th, I believe. Am I correct on that? Let me just double check. I gotta move my thing because I've moved where I write down my cards. Yes, Wednesday the 20th. So let's see what's going on with the cards today. And we'll see what's going on. It looks like the moon will be in Aries. So that should be a little bit of a fiery, action-oriented period. Let's see what the cards have to say. What they want us to know. I don't like that cut. We're going to take a second cut on that. Okay. All right. So, oh my God. It's back. All right. Wednesday, you guys, is the midweek. So, if you're watching on a regular basis, you know why I'm laughing with this card. We have seen this card. This is the third time we've seen this card this week. She showed up in the midweek as the midweek card on Sunday's reading, where I do 3 cards with clarifiers, right? 1 card signifying 2 to 3 days of the week. So she is definitely here to sort of not challenge us or shake us up, but she wants her presence to be known. This is the World card. This is the end of the Fool's Journey. It is Major Arcana. I've been saying this whole week since Sunday. We saw quite a few Major Arcanas both in the cards for the week coupled with the all of the clarifiers. And so for me, I feel like there is some sort of transformation that's taking place. Hopefully this transformation is an internal transformation. That's the feeling that I'm getting from just the messages that are happening with the cards, that hopefully we're taking time to introspect, that we're taking time to have conversations within ourselves. The World, she's surrounded there by this beautiful victory wreath, right? It's like a job well done. I mean, but in a rather big way. It can be an experience that's coming to an end for some of us, but ideally for our own betterment, right? I mean, this could indicate, the closing of chapters in very big ways, like the changing of jobs, the resolution of relationships, things like that. But ultimately, it's for our best. And it's sort of signifies not only the completion or the closing of that, but also the opening of, say, whatever the next chapter is. And so there's an excitement to this card to me. There's also, and I said this earlier in the week, her nudity suggests this idea of us being truer to ourselves than we maybe have otherwise been in the past, right? There's an opportunity for us to be a little bit more real here, a little bit more present, a little bit more available, and not only to others, but to ourselves. Right? I feel like, and again, this word is coming back up for me. I feel like she's being exalted, whether we're honoring ourselves or the society around us, our environment is honoring us, maybe releasing us from something or showing us where we've done right. I feel like she's just sort of floating there. She's, and that's where I get the exalted thing. Like she's being lifted up. She's being viewed in her purest form and being appreciated. Even if that appreciation is only coming from within ourselves, it's a powerful appreciation. The fact that she shows up to me today, on top of the fact that it's the midweek, says, double down on this. Whatever you want to finish up, whatever loose ends you need to tie up, now is the time to do it. Really look at your situation, look at yourself, look at your behavior, and find the gratitude within it. Find what you did right when you did it right, if that makes sense. This is not about picking ourselves apart. This is not about finding blame with other parties in our lives where we're frustrated. This is about freedom to me. This is about being complete, whole, having learned, having sort of assimilated the information and utilized it to the best of our ability so that we can now move on to the next stage or phase. So this should be an extremely exciting period for people. It can even indicate movement and change in that way. Like some of you might find yourself actually moving jobs, homes, relationships, all of that sort of stuff. With that comes the sort of, the change that's involved in that. And sometimes we can feel a little bit uncomfortable by that, but I don't get that feeling from her. I feel like this is an opportunity to really embrace the change, lean into it, and let it carry us, let it take us to where our next phase is. Does that make sense? So I'm hoping that's the case for you guys. I'm hoping that this makes sense and feels correct. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Our good old friends, the clarifiers. Oh, I also forgot to say in my little morning speech, I am not a doctor. Never take anything I say over that of a medical professional. So, or a professional in their field, i.e. a lawyer, a therapist, whatever, always know that your own intelligence and intuition is first and foremost in any reading, and you should be utilizing that. All right, so let's look at the clarifiers. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. We love her. She's our good girlfriend. She's our good Judy, right? She's all about love and material realization, right? Or materialization, I should say. She is the woman that can kind of take her emotions and put them into play and make them work for her to sort of create the things that she wants. When we look at this picture, there's that rabbit at the forefront on the ground there symbolizing fertility. She's at peace. She's relaxed. I also feel that with the woman in the World card, she's sort of being carried in a way. She's allowing maybe her environment, her guides, the opportunities of the day to sort of carry her through this. Maybe I don't even feel like the nakedness of the World card is a vulnerability as much as it's just our true self and really loving who that is, right? Ideally, we want to find that today. And as I say, our true selves, I'm thinking today's this week's grounding stone is that word truth, right? We're trying to find that truth from within. The Queen of Pentacles is going to bring us that truth too. She's very grounded. She's very practical. She is very earth-based energy, right? She's about manifesting what she needs, how she needs it, how it's going to feel once she has it. So we should be thinking in those terms, ideally. I love all of the feminine energy here that indicates creativity, nourishment or nurturing. So this would be a great day to do that, to honor ourselves in that way. Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Miss Independent is here. So again, we've got more grounded earth energy. I find it interesting. I'm trying to remember the sign that the world is associated with. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Somebody, if you could figure it out and leave it in the comments, it would be great to know for when we watch this tomorrow. I'm filming this a day early, but I feel like these two ladies are showing up to kind of help ground this woman that's floating in the world card, if that makes any sense. This is about feeling firm on our own 2 feet this week. This is about feeling like we know what we need and we know how to go about getting it. We may not be able to certainly have it immediately, but there's a peace within the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles that to me feel like we know it's coming, right? We know we can make this happen. We believe in ourselves enough that we can make this happen. And that is our truth. Let me just slide this over because I want to look like, what did we see? We saw that Moon card and the Hermit and then the Knight of Cups that was happening in the midweek on Sunday. So coupled with the World, right? So we now have the World, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, both of these indicating that sort of state of grounded practicality, right? That manifesting ability, that having enough, knowing we have more than what we need. We have the skill set, the tools, the mental capacity to take ourselves forward. I like this. These two women in the Pentacles suit also mimic the Earth Virgo energy of the Hermit that we see. I'm not sure what's happened to the confusion of the Moon because there was a really funny dichotomy with the Moon and the Hermit that kind of felt a little dicey to me. These two ladies feel like, nope, we're not letting things get out of control this day. We're going to keep you grounded, keep you moving, keep it mute, and keep it cute. Oh my God, my heater sounds like it's about to die. Sorry, guys. Let's look at the third clarifier. Whoa! Hello, High Priestess. All right, so we've shifted, my feeling is we've shifted our Moon energy this day or around this period for this High Priestess energy. Moon is represented by Cancer and Pisces. High Priestess is Pisces energy. So we've still got that emotion. We've still got that intuition. The High Priestess is far more in control. Yes, she's secretive. Yes, she doesn't always give up her information completely. I think for those of you, this is about you guys feeling empowered, feeling strong. We see that reflected in the 2 pillars on the High Priestess card. It's about remaining connected to our own spiritual center, our self, our information, and also making that manifest and grounded in the real world through these Pentacle cards, right? There's this opportunity here to feel empowered, to feel aware, to feel knowledgeable, to feel appreciative and celebratory, and to be able to take this information and these feelings and utilize them to our advantage to begin to create something new in our lives that better suits us, that excites us, that makes sense to us, okay? I love this reading. I love that all of these ladies have shown out today. They're showing us, why are you barking, babe? Is everything okay? Sorry, guys, my dog's barking, so I got to respond to her so she knows that she's doing a good job. Is it okay? She also, my bulldog also tends to like to bark from the bed. She's like so lazy, she doesn't get up out of the bed. She just barks from the bed. Like, if there's an intruder, don't come near the bed. I'm napping. All right, let's see what the grounding stone is for this day. All right, so today it's on Tiger's Eye, and it is the stone of forgive. I'll say this, if there's anything we need to forgive within ourselves, today is the day to do it. These women feel empowered, they feel strong, they feel self-assured. If we're feeling not any of those things, right? If some of you are like, I don't feel this way, I feel insecure, I feel nervous, I feel worried. The purpose of this reading is to let you know that there's opportunities here to sort of end those feelings and start to sort of ground into what you know. Talk to your inner self. That would be the High Priestess. Talk to your higher self. Connect maybe through meditation or through whatever sort of quieting practice where you can quiet your mind and really start to think about things in a more practical nature, coupled with your spiritual, self. As you do that, I think that you find new doors open, new opportunities, some things may end. I don't get a sense of pain with this. The forgiveness to me, actually, this stone of forgiveness means that if we are ending situations, be it work, romantic, familial, friendships, whatever, anything that was no longer serving us or that wasn't working for us, the quicker we forgive those situations, the faster we can be standing in the strength of these women and move forward. Right? We also need to remember to always forgive ourselves, right? And in that forgiveness, I feel like that's the nakedness that we see in the world. That's the vulnerability and the ownership that's taking place in these cards, where these women are able to step forward from within us, both male or female, whoever's watching this. We have these sort of strong feminine influences that can step forward within us and show us how to be abundant, how to be connected spiritually, how to call upon our higher self, and to access that knowledge and utilize it to our advantage, and to make us feel sort of more stable, more whole, more complete, more honored, right? But nobody's going to honor us better than we can honor ourselves. And I feel like that is what the message is for today's reading. So make sure you forgive yourself if there's anywhere where you're being critical or harsh or hard with yourself, and then step into the glory that these women want to offer you today. I really see that today. And if you need to forgive others, remember, forgiving others always ultimately, we end up doing that for ourselves more so than anything. Even if we're doing it from the kindness of our heart for their benefit, we actually serve ourselves in that way too. So forgive anything that has stood in your way. Get out of your own way today and really embrace who you are. There's a beauty here and a power and a strength and a wonderfulness that you should really channel. That is your forecast for the day. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this reading. Share it with whomever you'd like. And subscribe if you feel so inclined. Take care. Bye-bye.